Howdy, Possum Patty here. Little Titi's here too. Hello, Titi. And well, I guess today is going to be Little Golden Book Journaling Day. Come on along. Well, this one I've been working in the colors of winter that I started a while back. And I still have lots of pages in here to do. There's some memory keeping in here, just journaling and nature journaling. So I want to do a page in here or a couple of pages, see how far I get. And I pulled out this one. You may remember this one. I put this together, Little Golden Book, Margaret Weiss Brown's The Golden Egg Book. And this was to be my Easter book. I made this quite a while ago, I think. I don't know. I may have done like one page or something in there. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? And then I didn't do anything else in here. So I want to do this. I know, because last year I made 2 journals for the spring. So I think this one will come up right after this one. But I'm also going to put some Easter memory keeping in this one. And then I really want to work on this one with memory keeping about the grandmas. I really want to get to work on this one. You know, I've made it a while ago, and all I did was, bind. Well, actually, I put this cover together maybe 2 years ago. And then in 22, I did sew in some signatures. And I used just, this is junk journaling. There's wallpaper and packaging and pages, scrapbook pages, and pages from the book. And it's kind of thin. Look how thin it is. Poor thing. I don't like little thin journals. They've got to get some chunkiness going in there. See, now this one's nice and heavy. This one's nice and heavy. Yeah, I like working in a journal that's been started already, that has pages in here. Remember, I did the squirrel page the other day. So, yeah, so let's get to it. The very first thing that I'm going to do is put the tag that Linda D sent me that I opened in Happy Mail yesterday. Okay, I already lost it. There it is, underneath everything. Isn't that gorgeous? All handmade. So I want to put that somewhere with the note so it doesn't get lost. So I'm flipping through my colors of winter, and I can see that when I get to this page, there is a pocket with nothing in it. Now this tag is going to get lost if I put it in there. So what I'm going to do is make a card with a little pocket on it, and then put the whole card in there. And I can put her note in the little pocket too. And this was the tissue paper that the dies that she sent me came in, and I've already went over to the, I'm going to throw some stuff on the floor, excuse me, die cutting machine, and I need to put these back where they belong so I don't lose those now. And the dies are little Christmas ornaments, and I cut out a few of them. And I think what I'm going to do is, there's 4 of them. I'm going to put a little piece of magnetic tape on here, stick these back down. Okay, this is not really magnetic tape. It's just one of those refrigerator magnets, that businesses give you. And I save them, and I cut them up into little pieces and use them for the die cuts. I do have some magnetic tape around here somewhere. Anyway, so these are what I cut. I was trying out different things, and I think the 2 dies that have the embossing features on them. Came out really, really super nice with the gold foil and the magenta foil, because you can see the patterns like that. And then I tried it on a pattern paper. I mean, they're cute, but it's much harder to see the little patterns that are on them. And then the two plain ones, I did cut them out on pattern paper. And what I did was I cut out two gold foil ones, and I'm going to cut the tops off and put little gold tops on these. So it's going to take me a few minutes to put this journaling card together, because I'm going to glue this paper down on there. So, oh, here's one more. Oh, that's another pink one. So while I do that, why don't you go outside and take a little walk with me down the lane, because I think Stanley's up to something. It's interesting in the winter just to find those little patches of green out there when everything else has died back. The ferns and the moss and a few evergreen plants. Wait, what's that? I see a big spot of red. What is that way down here? Oh my goodness. Look who's way down here. Stanley, what are you doing out here? You found Charlie Brown's Christmas tree? That's a pretty sad looking Christmas tree. It doesn't even look as good as Charlie Brown's. Oh, I see you put a red Christmas ball on there. Well, Stanley, you're just about ready to blow into this trench where the water runs through. I don't think you should stay out here very long. While you're outside, well, walking down the lane with me, this is what I've done. I took the tissue paper that the dies are wrapped in, and I just put glue stick and I stuck that down. I cut a little bit of paper to make a pocket, and this is on the back of this blue snowflake paper. And then I took the ornaments that were cut from the foil paper. This is just paper from a pack from Michael's. And I glued it with some string. Now, I took this string, it's not really string, it's this really pretty sparkly embroidery floss. And I had two colors. And the last time I was in, I think Michael's or something with a coupon or $5 off or whatever I had, I bought two more colors. So now I have the red and green and a purple and blue. And of course, you know me, I've got to collect all the colors, which I probably will. Well, anyway, for the very first time, I believe, I don't think I've ever done this before, I slow stitched around the card with the embroidery floss. Now, I've slow stitched plenty in my slow stitch book, and I've sewed tags on the sewing machine, straight stitches, zigzag, crazy stitches. But as far as I can remember, I don't think I've ever slowed stitch just paper. So there that is. And you know what I want to write on here? Christmas ornament dies. All right, where's my pen? A pen, any pen will do. Oh, you know what? I could put, I didn't use the one with the pattern because this paper is so dark that it Doesn't show up on that dark blue. But I could put one on here. Not too big. Okay, Christmas ornament dies. Okay. So now I know what she's talking about when I go back and look at this. And that's what this side was for, and this side was the napkin on the fabric, hand stitched. So I will put these things in that little pocket like that. Maybe I did put a little glue stick. I did put a little glue stick there on that pocket. Oh, there we go. On that pocket, so I could, yeah, so it held it down while I was stitching. I gotta go see who that is. Okay, that's nobody. Spam risk or whatever. I'm glad the phone tells you that it's spam before you even pick it up. So this sweet little package here, thank you so much, Linda, is going to go right inside this blue wintry. See how nice that goes there. I could even have the ornaments. This picture is a sunrise on January 26th, and I put 2022 because now I am like journaling over journaling, so I gotta make sure I've got the year in there and not just the date. All right, so there is that page, and everything that I want to cover up to this point is covered. I did this the other day, and this is done. Oh, there's Stanley with the snowman, and now I want to do Stanley with his Charlie Brown Christmas tree. I did not want to cover this up. I did cover up the back. Oh, you know what? This is Pi Day 228. This is 22. I gotta make sure I get the date on these things. This one's done. I think this page needs a little bit more, something up there. So I'll come back and decorate that. This page just has a card, and you know what? I think I'll find a sister's picture. This was my birthday last year to put up there. And the same with this from the other sister. These are all done. Oh, here's the snowman page. Oh, let's put on this page. Well, I completely changed what I was going to do. I was going to, yeah, I was looking at this page, but then I printed out the picture of the Christmas ferns that I saw along the lane, and I printed out Stanley with his Charlie Brown Christmas tree. And then I was like, maybe I'll put it on a different page. So I went back to that page that I was staring at first. I should have known, right? And I found this paper, and I was going to use this paper in the background with this red border on the pictures. Now this one I printed out on my printer. So I turned this over to glue it down, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that looks like ferns. Not really the way it is, but it could be. I mean, it's the illusion that it's fern-like, especially that one right there. Kind of looks, this one looks like a royal fern to me. Anyway, yeah, so I glued this down over that book page, and that was the girl with the, I think it's a dog and some blackbirds up in a tree. And so then I printed this out. Now this paper is Hobby Lobby Paper Studio. I don't know where this one came from because it's double-sided, and most of my paper is not double-sided. I might wind up just gluing these things down. And then what I did was, now I know this is a Michaels paper pack. You know, on those 12 by 12s, you get that one big sheet that's too big to do anything with. So cut it up. Let's see, take this out of this corner or something. There's like a pine branch, and it looks like a white pine like Stanley has there, and then some other kind of pine and some holly and a pine cone. So I did my journaling on there about Stanley and Charlie Brown's Christmas tree. And now I am just going to glue this down in some kind of boring little square, just like that. Because why not? Why not? I'm sorry I yawned a second ago. Big day today, right? Every day is a big day. And yeah, so I'll just do this, and this will be done, and 2 pages finished. I have some more adventures I want to put in here, some more things I want to put in here, a couple things for the Tea Tuesday journal, and I'll show you about the, getting out the other little golden books in a second. Let me just finish this up here. I put glue stick in the middle, and I'm just putting down a little tacky glue around the edge because the corners always poke up. And let's see, where did I have this? I should have marked it, I guess. Somewhere around there. Something like that. Something like that, something like that. All right, going to do the same thing. This is a printout, which is sticker paper, and I just put it on this paper. I believe this red paper is Hobby Lobby too. I think that says the Paper Studio. I really have too much paper. Can you have too much paper? No, not really, but I really do. Sorry if that doesn't make any sense, but because I enjoy journaling with junk just as much as paper. And this year, maybe I'll get a lot of journaling done. We'll see. We shall see. We shall see. Because I also want to do more art. There it is. Keep losing everything. Okay, I'm going to make this just overlap a little bit on here and a little bit on there to just kind of tie these pieces together like that. I'm thinking, you know what? Don't change your mind now. Look at the ones with the bright red berries. I'll use that on another page. I'll use that on another page. Okay, now look how all that goes together so nicely. I can't press the pictures down because I've got these 3D snowflakes on the other side. So, but there it is. There it is. There it is. Just a little bit of journaling to remember the day. And I've got 2 things done that I wanted to get done. I've got Linda's Precious Sewing right there. I have this pocket now filled up, hooray. And I came back and took care of the next page right there. These 2 pages are done, and these 2 pages, 3 pages are done. So now I'm back to the snowman. But before I do that, I know I'm putting sister stuff in my Tea Tuesday, but I'm going to have to put some sister stuff back here too. Or at least decorate this page with something. Okay. So let me show you what I was talking about. So most of you are quite familiar with my journal shelf since I put it up here. And what I did was I moved one journal from here and I put it up there. And then I moved some journals from down there and I put them over there. And I moved the monster from down there up to there so that all of these journals are finished, completely journaled in. So what I did was I took the Grandma Journal and the Easter Little Golden Book Journal off of the shelf down here, up to here where the journals that I am working on currently. So here's my Tea Tuesday journal, my Kitty Boho, and my glue book, and my beach journal. It'll get journaled in. And then there's my nutty journal, and then my trashies, and then my doodle books, and my minis, and my just because book. So none of the journals down on that shelf are currently being worked in. I don't think so. I don't think so. So what I made was like a working shelf for the journals right there. So I'm going to come over here and grab journals and journal off of that shelf right there. Okay? That is the working journal shelf. That is the future journal shelf down there. And on the bottom are my watercolor journals and my nature journals and my art journals. So that is it. Okay, so thanks for coming along today and happy junk journaling. Bye-bye.